Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Firefighters are making the most of cooler conditions to contain a massive bushfire near Cessnock before worsening conditions tomorrow. The fire is continuing to burn in the Abermain, Kurri Kurri, Southwestern and Pelham areas after tearing through more than 600 hectares since yesterday afternoon. Crews have successfully conducted a backburn along the power line easement from Charles Street in the southerly direction towards Bromwich Road and along Bromwich Road towards Pelham, with the fire downgraded to advice level overnight. It's believed a number of homes have been lost, along with the tyre business at Weston. Crews were called back to Lang Street, Kurri Kurri this morning to reports of a flare-up near the hospital, but have that situation under control. Inspector Ben Shepherd from the RFS says crews are working to strengthen containment lines ahead of another difficult day expected tomorrow.
Yeah, look, once again tomorrow we can expect those temperatures to climb and be coupled with those strong, dry northwesterly winds. So there is the possibility of extreme fire danger through parts of the Hunter once again.
Almost 1,600 homes and businesses are still without power, but Ausgrid hopes to have complex repairs finished by about 10 o'clock. 6 schools in the area are closed today. Full details are available on the Department of Education website. Meanwhile, crews have contained a fire which burned through more than 60 hectares at West Wallsend. A truck caught fire on the M1 Pacific motorway at about 3 yesterday afternoon, with the flames spreading to adjacent bush. Several streets in West Wallsend were evacuated at the height of the blaze. Crews are still backburning in the area, and motorists on the M1 are being urged to slow down, with firefighters working beside the freeway. To other news, supporters of Singleton mother Kathleen Folbig and some scientific experts want to see changes to the legal system after she was acquitted of killing her 4 children. After 20 years behind bars, the Court of Criminal Appeal has now quashed her convictions 6 months after an inquiry found there was reasonable doubt over her guilt. She was pardoned and released from prison in June when the preliminary findings were handed down. Australian Academy of Science Chief Executive Anna Maria Arabia says every state needs to learn from this case.
I would go further and say that every jurisdiction in Australia needs to ask the same question. There is significant law reform that needs to happen in Australia if we are to create a more science-sensitive legal system.
The National Rural Health Alliance's Rural Health Snapshot has revealed rural residents are twice as likely to die from potentially avoidable causes than those in urban areas. The snapshot suggests the biggest deficits are in accessing primary health care. Alliance Chief Executive Susie Teagan says the government needs to improve healthcare support in rural communities like the Hunter.
There has been little bits of support, but it hasn't been systemic. And there's a real need for federal and state governments to work together to look at how they can work with communities, rural communities.
Free Art January is set to return to Maitland Regional Art Gallery in the new year. The event will feature works from renowned artists such as Noel McKenna, Katie Rode and Troy Emery. Deputy Director Courtney Novak says the event will include activities for participants of all ages.
Free Art January is a time for us to welcome the community to come into the gallery. It's a really great time for children to have access to the gallery during the school holidays.
2NURFM Sport.
Newcastle City have welcomed English import Daniel Ibrahim for the club's T20 Summer Bash openers on Sunday. Ibrahim is an England under-19 representative and was teammates of City captain Ollie Carter with Sussex. He will join the Newcastle District Cricket Association first grade competition after the Christmas break. The Newcastle Jets are worried women's coach Gary Van Egmond's departure is closer than it seems. Van Egmond flew out on Sunday for a meeting with the Chinese Football Association about coaching the national under-20s women's team. But Van Egmond suggests he may be able to juggle the Chinese job and his current role with the Jets. Striker Lauren Allen says Newcastle can handle any disruption caused if Van Egmond exits mid-season. And Newcastle trainer Nathan Doyle hopes to continue his great start to the season when La Laguna steps up to City grade at Canterbury tonight. That's sport. I'm Holly Fishlock.
And the winning numbers in Powerball are 2, 4, 6, 8, 18, 22 and 30, and the Powerball number is 2. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.